Good morning, Principal Bob. So I know you called me in here before class this morning, and I'm pretty sure I already know what you're gonna say. But before we begin, can I just say, your suit really matches your eyes. I mean, you certainly have an eye for fashion. um, you know what? I just go ahead. In all my years of being a principal at this school, never have I had a teacher who let her students set their classroom on fire. What do you have to say for yourself? Um, okay, if I may just nitpick a tiny bit, I didn't technically let him, but on the bright side, I contained it. So, it could have been worse. Oh, well, in that case, I guess I can just let it slide without any consequences. Really? No. Miss Llama, if I may be frank, I didn't want to hire you in the first place. For one thing, you're annoying. Secondly, I don't like your hair. Against my better judgment, I hired you. I even heard a student claim you were on TikTok during the class period. I have every reason to fire you. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe the TikTok was a bad look. So, are you going to? No, because doing paperwork gives me a headache. That being said, I will be keeping a very close eye on you, Miss Llama. There isn't that long until spring break. If you can keep these kids in line and keep my school from burning down until then, maybe we'll discuss moving you to an older class. Oh, that would be... I can do that. No problem. Don't worry, there won't be any more fires. There won't be any... I can do that easily. You better. Now get out of my office. School is starting soon and your hair color is hurting my eyes. Okay, well, that last part was a bit unnecessary, but I complimented your suit. I'm just saying, I think you could stand to be a little nicer to me. Okay, I get it. I'll see myself out. Oh my gosh, how did I make it out of there without getting fired? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I made it out of there in one piece. Oh, yeah, I guess school is starting soon. Okay. Deep breath, Llama. Let's just get up there. Today is a new day. Today is a new day. Okay, let's see. Let's get out my plan. Let's review it. First day plan. Okay, let's review it. See what we have to do. Talk to principal. I did that. Talk to the kids. Okay, gotta tell them not to burn the school down, please, because I don't want to get fired. Storytime lessons. Okay, so plan today, we're probably gonna do stories, because you can't really get stories wrong. I mean, it's creativity. There's not a right or wrong answer. That should be easy. We'll present them to the class. I'll tell them about show and tell tomorrow, and then we'll have lunchtime and the day is over. And no fires, hopefully. Okay, but that's what I said last time, and okay. You know what? We're just gonna hope that things go over well. And you know what? It'll be fine. Just optimistic outlook. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Everyone feeling okay after yesterday's incident? Now, I feel like this... I shouldn't have to say this, y'all, but lighters and things that can set the school on fire are prohibited. They are very prohibited, okay? I want to say that, and if it's in your backpack, if anybody has anything like that in their backpack, please let me know, or, just let me know so I can call your parent. They can come pick it up, because that's not safe, boys and girls. We want a safe and fun environment to learn, and this is school, so, just let me know. And, if you guys are feeling a little bit rowdy, or if, I don't know, maybe you're upset that you didn't get a good grade, or something like that. I don't know what the motive could be, but just don't set our school on fire. Also, let's not run out of class and break the doors. I mean, they repaired them pretty fast, but let's just keep everything in a calm and orderly manner. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, I have a pretty fun lesson for us all today. So today's lesson we are actually going to be writing stories. Yes, yes, yes. So we're going to be writing stories, and we're going to incorporate a little bit of what we learned yesterday. So if you guys will follow me over here. So yesterday we learned about our ABCs, and I know that some of us kind of got a little bit confused on the assignment, but I think this assignment will be much easier because there is no right or wrong answer with writing. So you guys are going to be creating a story, and you're going to use 3 things from this list, and I know there's a lot to choose from, so I will pick for you. Let's see. Okay, so boys and girls, in your story, I want you to include an apple, a hat, and an octopus. And the fun part about this exercise is you can use them in any way that you want. You know, you can write multiple stories, like maybe the octopus is running a hat shop, or maybe I don't know, the octopus' favorite food is apples, and he does something with the apples. You know, really, the possibilities are endless, and I want to see your creativity flourish. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm also going to be writing a story along with you guys, and then after we write them, we're going to all sit down and have circle time, and we're going to present our stories to the class, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be really good, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So let's see. Oh, right. Okay, so class, tomorrow we are also going to be having show and tell. So make sure to bring something to school, ask your guardian, you know, if something you can bring to school to present, make sure it's safe, non-flammable, preferably not like, you know, anything too big. If it's bigger and it can't fit in your backpack, then, you know, just don't bring it. Something small, something easy. Write your name on it so you don't lose it, and you're going to present it, and it's going to be really fun for the whole class. Okay, so now that we have all those out of the way, do they still have papers in here? Yeah, we do have papers. Awesome. Okay, let's put that right there. Okay, so class, I'm going to be grabbing, this one will be mine. I'm going to be bringing around these book and quills, and really we're going to have, I don't know, let's give us about 10 minutes maybe. It doesn't have to be a super long story. It can be like, you know, at least have about like 5 sentences. That's all I ask. About a 5-sentence story. Remember, it has to include an apple, an octopus, and a hat, and you can do anything with that. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. It'll be really good. Once you're all done, if you finish before like the time is up, just, you know, sit silently at your desk, and yeah. So I'm also gonna be writing along with you guys, and I'll present first so that nobody's nervous. Nobody has to go first. I'll go first so you guys aren't nervous. Yeah, so just go ahead and get started, and I will come get you when the time is up. Okay, so this should be a fairly easy writing assignment for them all. And I gotta think about what I'm gonna write. Let's see. Okay, what did I say again? An apple, an octopus, and a hat. Okay, let's see. I gotta think about something easy for kindergartners. So it's like, let's say he has like a hat shop. Okay, so let's say like, once upon a time. Okay, all good stories start like that. Okay, once upon a time, there was an octopus named, what is simple name? I don't know, Gary. Sure, named Gary. Nope, that's Gray. Gary. Okay, an octopus named Gary. He opened a hat shop for sea creatures. That's cute. That's simple. He opened a hat shop for sea creatures. Let's see. Opened a hat shop for sea creatures. There were hats, big and small. And what else? How can I incorporate apples? I didn't really think about that. Maybe apples. I don't know. They were red like apples, or blue like the ocean. I'm a terrible writer. Okay. Everyone loved his hats. The end. Okay, yeah, that's very simple, very short. You know, they'll get the idea of how to present. Okay. I would bring out my phone and watch TikTok, but you know, apparently someone snitched. Who would have snitched on me watching TikTok? I don't know. But I guess I'll just maybe sit here, edit my work. Maybe I can plan for tomorrow's day. Okay, yeah, let's listen plan for tomorrow, and hopefully by then they'll be done writing. Oh, Okay, that is the 10-minute timer, everybody. So if you're all still writing, you can go ahead and finish your last sentence. But once you're all done, can we all make, a little circle formation at the circle time mat, and we'll all get ready to present our stories. Okay, everybody, now that we're all seated and we all have our stories written, I'm going to go first. I'm going to present. That way you guys know what to do, and that way we all kind of like calm the nerves so you guys can see my story, see how I present. And yeah, and remember, let's all be nice and let's clap after everybody's stories because all stories are good stories. Okay, I'm going to read mine first. I didn't title it. I guess you guys don't have to either, but okay. Once upon a time, there was an octopus named Gary. He opened a hat shop for sea creatures. There were hats big and small. They were red like apples or blue like the ocean. Everyone loved his hats. The end. See, it's a very short, very simple story, and let's go ahead and just, clap for my story, everybody, because, we have to do that for everyone. But yeah, so that was my story. I can just go ahead and put that up. And then once I'm done, I'm going to take a seat with you guys. And yeah, so who wants to go first? Oh, okay. Charlotte, you want to go first? That's perfectly fine. Okay, start when you're ready. There was once an octopus who was a very nice teacher. The octopus taught her students about the ABCs. She taught them that A was for apple. And also one student wore a hat. The end. Okay, that was a very good story. Everyone, let's all clap for Charlotte. Very good story, Charlotte. Good. Go ahead and sit back down. Okay, Gregory, go ahead and tell us your story. Once upon a time, a young boy opened a pizza restaurant. It was very popular for the famous apple pizza. But they were the most famous for the robot octopus at the restaurant. He wore a black top hat and sang songs. Everyone loved him and the apple pizza. The end. Oh, that's very creative, Gregory. Everyone, let's give him a round of applause. Okay, very nice. Very nice. You can go ahead and sit back down. Okay, I feel like I already know how this is going to go, but go ahead and tell us what your story is about, Evan. My story is about a duck named Dan. He went to a lemonade stand run by an octopus. Dan the duck asked for an apple. But it was a lemonade stand, so no apples for Dan. Dan the duck said that was okay though, because he always kept an apple in his magic hat. Then he waddled away. And actually, that was pretty good story. Let's all give a round of applause. Good job, Evan. It's very, very creative. All these stories are very creative, boys and girls. I really enjoy it. All right, who's next? Okay, Georgia, go ahead and start when you're ready. There once was an old lady octopus. The octolady had a bakery that was in a small town. She loved hats and always wore the biggest hats. If anyone came into her shop wearing a hat, she would give them a free apple pie. The end. Very, very good, Georgia. Let's all give her a hand. Very nice, Georgia. That was a great story. These kids are more creative than I am. Sheesh. Okay, Iris, go ahead and tell us your story. Octopus, apples, and hats are very good for you. Eating octopus can provide various health benefits. Iris. Okay, they have lots of protein and nutrients like iron and B12. Apples provide fiber and they are very hydrating due to their high water content. They promote heart health and support brain function. Hats shield your skin and eyes from harmful UV rays. This prevents sunburns and eye damage. Thank you. Very, very good, Iris. It was, I can tell a lot of research went into it. Yeah, it's, yeah, okay, you know what? It's good. It was good. Yeah, go ahead. Who wants to go next? Okay, Simon, go ahead and give us what you got, but please try to, not set us on fire in the process. Bam! The bank was broken into. It was the famous robber Octo the Octopus Man. Everyone ran away. And then he asked for all the apples because it was actually the Apple Bank. Also, no one could tell that he was an octopus because he had on a mask. Oh, okay. I like what you're doing there. What else happened? That's it. Okay, everyone let's clap for Simon. I guess that's what we call a cliffhanger, kids. Is when we don't put the end of a story. But typically there's like a part 2 or another book or another chapter. But it leaves your audience hanging. And wants them to read more, which is I'm gonna say that was totally intentional on your part, Simon. So yeah. Yeah, I guess Atlas, you're last. All right, Atlas, you have the floor. You're our last story for today, and then we can go off to lunch. Our story begins in a far-off land forgotten by man and history. The Forgotten Land, some call it, was a place where anything was possible. Octopus ruled the world, and an ordinary boy could become a hero. Octonitis had been an ancient foe in the Forgotten Land since before time began. His octopus army was feared across the land. As the years passed by, they only grew in power, but it was still not enough for Octonitis. He longed to be the most powerful creature in the realm. Oh my gosh. You wrote this in 10 minutes? The Forbidden Astral Apple. It was a mythical artifact thought to be only legend. It was said that whoever ate the apple would get the power to weave time and space itself. Octonitis was determined to get his tentacles on it. With the Astral Apple, he could rule the Forgotten Lands and be the most powerful in all the universe. Hope was about to be lost. No one was brave enough to even think about taking down Octonitis. Even if someone was worthy to step up to the challenge, his one weakness was the Hat of Harmony, a magical helmet that could defeat Octonitis, but he sealed it away a long time ago in a secret place so no one could ever find it again. That would all soon change with one brave young boy named Atlas. Oh my gosh, Atlas, this is great. I mean, it's so creative and you wrote it so well, and your presentation is amazing, and you so creatively worked every element in there. That's a great story. Oh, don't worry, Miss Llama. This is just the prologue. Wait, what?
3 hours later.
And with the final strike of his sword, Atlas had finally defeated Octonitis. He picked up the Astral Apple, ready to seal it away in a safe place where no one could ever use its power for evil. But as he looked closer, he realized it had been swapped out for a fake. End of book 1. Okay. Kids, I think Atlas, everyone, round of applause for Atlas. That was very good, Atlas. I think, I don't know how you could have possibly written that in 10 minutes, considering it took about 3 hours to read. But, it was very good, very creative. You A+, S+ even. Go ahead and put in your backpack. Honestly, Atlas, I think your parents really should... They should invest in your writing creativity, because that was very good. But maybe next time, let's stick to about 3 to 5 sentences, because it's about time for lunch. So, Miss Llama? Oh, yes, Maisie. You forgot about my story. Oh my gosh, I did. Oh, I did. I am so sorry, sweetheart. Okay, Atlas, come sit on down. Everybody, we're gonna let Maisie present her story, and then, yeah, we're gonna head off to lunch. I'm so sorry, Maisie. Go ahead. Okay, Maisie. So sorry for forgetting about your story, but, the floor is yours, and, we're all ready. My story is... My story... It's okay, Maisie. Take your time. Don't worry, we're all paying attention to you. I'm sorry. I can't. Too many people. Wait, Maisie. And there she goes. She'll be fine. She does this all the time. Does she now? Okay, well, I mean, suppose there's no stopping her now. Okay, kids. Well, I guess it's time for lunch. This moment will just make her character arc all the better. Atlas... No, that's not... Okay, kids. Everyone up for lunch. We'll go find Maisie, and then... I think it's about time we eat.